This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this 70s intro, man. Okay, I'm not talking about 1970s. I'm talking about how cool it was when I stepped out of the hotel this morning. Of course, I'm in North Alabama, but it was 71 degrees when I stepped out this morning. At least that's what my truck said. And I could tell it just, it's so weird. You can tell it just as soon as I walked out the door, everything felt different. It wasn't humid. There wasn't a breeze blowing. It was just dry and cool. It was nice. Of course, it's already up to 77. That was 30 minutes ago. So it's already up to 77. I have no idea how hot it's supposed to get, but I just wanted to say that it was nice this morning when I walked outside. Nah. Walking the stairs wherever I can. Dig this funky get up though. I look like the Unabomber. We are in Birmingham. We just left Gadsden. Done in Gadsden until they start up ginning again. Coming through Birmingham, I will show you a little something if you hadn't noticed it already. For those of you that go through Birmingham, I'm sure y'all know about it already. But for those of you who don't, I'll show you a little something that Birmingham has. This is on 459. This is the bypass around around Birmingham. This way you ain't got to go through downtown Birmingham. It's a little bypass on the southern side of Birmingham. This is the Cahaba River right here, the bridge that we're going over. And then off to the left here, see if I can get it. Off to the left is Lady Liberty. Dang, y'all can't see it that well. Right there. Yeah, that's on, this is on 459, the bypass around Atlanta. And the Statue of Liberty is on the south side. Now, obviously, it's not the original Statue of Liberty, but it's a duplicate. It's not nowhere near as big either, but where it sits, it's always a pretty place up there where it sits at and everything. How Birmingham came to have a copy of the Statue of Liberty, I'm not sure, but the Statue of Liberty is, I think, the most duplicated statue in existence. They have them all over the place. Look it up on Wikipedia or Google it or whatever you want to do with it. There's a ton of them out there in Las Vegas. There's a bunch of Statue of Liberties. Like I said, none of them except for her sister, the one that's in France. I think it's the same size. Of course, the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France. And turning off here. Anyway, the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France, and she has a sister statue over in France. And then, here in the U.S., there's duplicates of it all over the place. I mean, set up, and that's one of them. I'll try to get a better video of it coming back. I'm sure I'll be back sometime. I'll try to get a little bit better video of it because it's very visible coming back the other way. I thought it'd be okay coming this way, but it's not. But it is very visible going back the other way. So I'll try to get a better video of it the next time I come up through Birmingham. Y'all see that? It'll kill you, man. It'll kill you. Now this is about 5 minutes later. And I'm in the shade. 102 degrees. I don't count the humidity down here too. I love South Alabama in the summertime. See, I'm in the shade. Man. Alright, I gotta be honest with you. I went by Lowe's. I was gonna get some pieces of plywood or OSB board or something. I wanted to put it right there where I got stuck a couple of weeks ago because it's so sandy right there. I was gonna put some plywood or OSB board or something just kind of on top of it so I wouldn't be spinning in the sand, be spinning in that sugary sand. But it's 102 degrees outside. And I've got to transport it about another 30 miles to get home. I didn't feel like wrestling with it. I didn't feel like wrestling with it in this heat. I'd have to load it up on the back of my truck. That's a stop sign there, Jack. I just run a stop sign. I didn't feel like having to deal with it on the back of my truck. I didn't feel like having to go out there and put it out in the 102 degree heat. So I said lump it. I ain't dealing with that. I'll either walk it or I won't, I'll find another way up there, but I ain't fooling with it. So, that's where I'm at. Thank you. 102 degrees. They say that you get used to it. I've been living down here for 49 years and I ain't got used to it yet. You just kind of find ways to help you deal with it, mainly by staying out of it. Just stay out of the heat. That's the best way to beat the heat. Just stay out of it. So, getting that stuff, putting it out, ain't that important. So, that's where we at. I'm following her back in again. She's leading the way. She gotta stop and pee every about two seconds. Usually she'll turn around and look at me because sometimes I go that way. She didn't look at me today. I guess she knows she's leading the way. So I'm going to follow her regardless, I guess. Alright, y'all. We are in the back again. Riding back here where these two cameras are. I think I'm gonna leave probably one of them where it's at. I'm gonna take that other one down and probably move it to the creek down here. A couple weeks ago when I got stuck down there, I saw a lot of hog tracks right there at that creek, so we're gonna So we're gonna probably take it down and move it down there to the creek. Take one of these cameras that I don't think they ever, kind of pay much attention to. So it's one I got down here on the other side of this pine thicket. I got one that's been down here since I started putting the camera down here a few months ago. You're freezing. Now there at that intersection, she stopped and turned back, looked at me. We wanted to know which way I was going to go. But one of them was on one side of the pine thicket, and it's been there a while. And I put another one over there on the other side of the pine thicket, and it's not in the right spot. I was trying to cover both ends of the pine thicket, but I thought it'd be a pretty good spot, and it has been. I mean, I've seen some stuff there, just not very much. So I'm gonna probably pull it down. There's another place that I really should have put it. If I was gonna put it over there, I should have put it down there in that field right here next to it, but I didn't. So we had this one here. So I'm probably gonna take it down and move it down there to the creek since we saw those hog tracks and everything. See how it goes. All right, let's walk back here. See. Pretty sure I left corn back here. Yeah, there's still a good amount of corn right here too. Okay. So we got some corn in there. I have to check to see if it's raw. This stuff is gone. The hanging bottle stuff is gone for the most part. So there's another clearing back in there, right smack dab in the middle of the pine thicket. But I don't think I'm gonna walk all the way back there. But anyway, all right, we'll fill this stuff back up and change the card out in that camera right here. I got corn put out, dry cat food in the bottles, and right there's some sweet feed that I've mixed up. I drill holes in the bottom of it so the moisture won't settle in the bottom. It's basically probably for just tonight, because after tonight I imagine the ants will be all over it and it won't be edible. But maybe they'll come in here tonight and work on it some, see how much they like it. That's why I kind of put it right there where it's at, so the camera could pick it up. It's kind of a taste test, I guess. I just want to see if they eat it. Got some corn right there. It had a bunch of junk in it, so I just poured it out of the old bottle. There's the new bottle. Changed the card in the camera. It's got 107 videos on it. We're gonna see what all's on there. I guarantee you probably 98 of them are coons. Have coons on them. But I just want, like I say, I'm gonna put another one of these little boxes out, these little trays out with sweet feed in it at another location. We'll see how much they like that. Okay, this is the place where I'm gonna take one of these cameras down. I was telling you I should have put it in a different place other than right here. Anywhere down along that line right there. See how the field kind of snakes back to the left a little bit? Probably the best place to put it would have been right there in that corner right there. Anywhere down that line. I mean, you can see it's real open underneath the trees right there. So still enough to give them cover, but still enough for them to travel. Either there or back in here somewhere. That's where I should have put it. Next year, when I put cameras after hunting season, I'll put cameras back over here. Look at there. I'll put cameras back over here after hunting season again next year, and that's probably where I'll put one, either down there or down there, or maybe both. I may put a good camera there and a scout camera there. I don't know. We'll see. But this is what I got. This is this one right here. And although it seems like they've been eating on some of the food that I've left out, you know, both of the hanging bottles are gone, or empty anyway. Still got a good bit of corn right there in that jug right there. So we're gonna take this stuff down, take the pole down, move it down there to the creek. There's the camera right there. Let's see how many pictures I got, or how many videos I got. All right, I got that one camera and that one feeding station down. We carry it down to the creek. This other one that's across over here in this pine thicket, I got enough feed sitting there, so I ain't got to change it maybe every couple of weeks. So they'll be good for 2 more weeks. Deer ain't moving that well, I don't think. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just I've got this one set up so I only have to come back here to this one every 2 weeks, because every time I cross that place where I got stuck at, I just, it just tail draws up. So I got that one set up, got it resupplied. Had to go back and check and make sure I turned the camera on. Could not remember if I turned the camera on or not, so I took it. I went over there and checked it, and I had, but this last little place where I took the camera and bait station and everything down, it had 2 videos on it, and I guarantee you both of them were probably of me. So I don't think it was too far away. It's no further away than the rest of them are. I don't know. I don't know. So I got it took down. I'm gonna carry it over here to the creek. I'm gonna put it up right there at the creek, so, or close to it anyway. Oh, she prance. Just prancing right on, just prancing. She loves it back here. She loves coming back here and running around, having her heck of a time. Where'd she go? She does. She loves it back here. That's why I try to come back here at least every weekend. I'm home at least one time so she can get back here and run. She's about been half converted to an inside dog, but she won't never be a complete inside dog. She likes going outside too much. But she's a darling. She's paranoid as all get out, but she's a darling. Oh, rough road. Y'all, it come a gully washer. Let me tell you what. It rained, I mean, for 15 minutes, hard as I've ever seen it rain in my life. It flooded. And I was sitting there pulling up a darn metal fence post out of the ground, and lightning popped right above my head. Time to let go of that thing. Oh, me. Last site that I was at yesterday when I come over here, me and my wife come over here yesterday, and I was just looking at the bottles to see if, kind of what I needed to bring today. And that last site that I was at had a dead coon there. Saw the buzzards. When we get down there, can't see without my glasses on. We get down there, and there's a dead coon. So I brought some rubber gloves and everything. I was gonna pull that coon out of the way. Something already pulled it out of the way. Way out of the way somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, maybe I'll get to see what did it on the trail camera. Maybe we'll get to see what did it. I got Prissy up there. Priss! She thinks we're going back over there, and we ain't going back over there. Crazy dog. Trying to find a decent place to put my darn camera up. We'll be back. But she got a perfectly good truck to hop in the back. No, she got to run down the road. And I got to run interference for her. Look at that deer. There's a deer right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. Deer across the road. Prissy took off after it. There's another one. And another one. And another one. They keep crossing the road. Anybody else? You gave him a chase, didn't you? In the back. In that old pine thicket. What would you have done if you caught it? Huh? 4 deer. Across the road right here. Huh. Alright, let's start off this video today with a Nice coyote. He just doesn't quite want to know, what's going on right there in that particular section. He said, I know there's food there, but I just don't get it. There's a couple of rabbits playing rabbit tag. I hadn't seen very many coyotes. I just hadn't seen very many of them. See one every once in a while. Of course, there's the coon. There's the coon. He's sitting there. I guess he's wanting to know what's in them bottles. Of course, the corn is probably right there where he's at too, I think. Here's a couple of coons having a stare down over that jug of corn. Yeah, one of them got a belly full. Ain't they fat? Them darn coons are fat now. At this location, they good and fat. Especially that just walked off. Look, waddling up there to the corn, just waddling around. And here comes Fat Boy. And that had to do the moonwalk out of there. That was moonwalking back. Oh. Golly, they just, I don't know if it's just the stuff around them making them look big, but they do look big. I don't know much about a coon, other than they just like weird cats. There's another rabbit again. Very rarely do you see the rabbits and the coons in the same frame, same video. I have seen it and I have caught video of it before, but it's usually rabbits or it's usually coons. Look at that in the background. That right there is guarding the corn. He don't want to let nobody come close to his corn. Got that one trying to creep in behind the tree. I can't even remember what I got in those hanging bottles right there. That looks like oats or I don't know, ground up popcorn or something. I don't know. They finally, all three of them are getting along. You think they do, and then one of them gets scaredy feet and had to run away for. But that's the reason I got the bottles there also, is so that they don't have to fight over the same thing. I tell you, I'm getting about to where just about all I'm gonna start putting in those jugs is corn in the jugs on the ground, and old dry cat food in the hanging bottles. Because anything else I put up there, they're just not, they're just not messing with it that much. They will, but just not that much. So I got one making an exit. But yes, I know they eat the corn. I know they eat the cat food. I was trying to see, with the peas and the beans and stuff like that, and the sweet feed and the cornmeal and stuff like that. Me fooling around with stuff like that. I was just trying to see if I could, turn them on to something where I said, man, they really love that, or they really like that. But I don't, about the only surefire thing I guess is the corn. And the cat food, the dried cat food. I've been messing around with some sweet feed and stuff, but I'm having a hard time finding a way for them to get it. I don't want to put it on the ground, because if I do, all my sweet feed that I got's got brown sugar and salt in it and stuff, and every ant in the county will be over it before nightfall. So I mean, I'm trying to find a good way for them to get it. I know my uncle at one time told me to go get some pantyhose and pour it in that pantyhose, and it may work. I don't know, but I don't know what that was flashing in front of the camera. It's got to be a little spider or something like that. But anyway, I'm not really sure I want to get go to the Walmart and check out with some pantyhose. I guess I could ask my wife to do it, I guess, but I don't know about that. All right, that's gonna be the last one for this video. Okay, guys, hope y'all enjoyed this week's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll have of course, I have to think about this every week. I don't know why I have to think about it, but Wednesday night shop time, Wednesday night repost tomorrow night, and on Thursday night, we'll have the new weekly shop time video, okay? Thanks for watching. That's all I got.